Holy ball of chain. Ball of chain. All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Rich. I'm your host. This is the Manwich Show. Before we get started, I have to play my disclaimer.
The views, opinions, and representations expressed are those of the hosts, guests, and participants, and are not necessarily those of or endorsed by the management, other hosts, or advertisers of the network. The show is found on the
Manwich.
Manwich, the regular, original.
Dig in, guys.
Can, but do not necessarily promote any particular lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only. Ta-da! And they're not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition, or give any medical or legal advice. Good evening, or morning, depending on your time zone. From the Pacific to the Atlantic to you worldwide. Get yourself a cup of Java and find a comfy, easy chair. And get ready for my Manwich on Podcast Talk Radio After Dark. And now, it's Rich.
And that's all I had to say about that.
Ta-da!
All right, what's going on? Today's topic is going to be Kensington Ave in Philadelphia. Kensington Ave, for those who don't know, it's a drug-infested, I guess one of the worst places in America. And it's so rampant. It's so rampant with people that need help. They do need help. So when I do this episode, this isn't to slander people or drag them in the mud. I don't know. I haven't seen all these videos, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I might see somebody and it's like, hey, wait a minute, this guy, or this gal, and I don't want to be a douche, but I'm gonna play some videos. I'd love to raise some awareness. When I had my podcast, I did an episode about Kensington Ave. But it's definitely something that we all as Americans, we ought to, how can I say this? We need to be aware that this Kensington Ave, it's like Freddy Krueger, okay? And Nightmare on Elm Street. Look, every city has an Elm Street. Well, guess what? Every city has a Kensington Ave. It's just a matter of, do you have the whole of Kensington Ave, or do you just have a sidewalk of Kensington Ave? Yeah, with that said, we're going to get into it right now.
Hi everyone. In this video, we will discuss the dark side of the United States. The specifics discussed are the Philadelphia area. Philadelphia, formerly known as the birthplace of the United States of America, a place where the founders of the nation met, discussed, debated to form a new nation. In the past, Philadelphia was once the capital of the United States and made a major economic contribution and progress for America. But unfortunately, currently Philadelphia looks run down. Lots of homeless people and drug addicts there, especially the Kensington Avenue area. Kensington area is like a free place for drug addicts. The streets there are often met by drug addicts, both day and night. Under the influence of drugs, these addicts are like suck-out people. Their unusual behavior is like zombies. Some people call this area a zombie city or zombie land. They are seen sitting limply or walking unsteadily. The atmosphere in this area looks really terrible. To overcome the problem of drug addiction, the local government has provided shelters for rehabilitation. Unfortunately, many drug addicts refuse to live in shelters. They prefer to make tents on the side of the road because they feel freer to do what they want. The death rate from overdose is also very high. In 2019, the city recorded around 1,150 people died due to overdose. That number rose to 1,214 in 2020, and is predicted to rise to 1,250 in 2021. Ironically, the problem in Philadelphia is that not only is this area not only a drug problem, but the problem of homelessness is also rampant. On the side of the road, many people set up tents as their homes. They weren't campers, but they really were homeless bums. They live and sleep on the streets.
Man, they use the word bums.
What about the crime rate in this area? The crime rate in this area is also very high. This is the result of the many homeless and homeless people there. Message for all of us: let's take care of ourselves, our families, our children to avoid the dangers of drugs.
Yeah. Wow. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
We're in the United States of America. Look at this. We are literally 2.5 miles from where the Declaration of Independence was signed.
I haven't seen it like this anywhere in the world. I've been to 85 countries.
They became heroin addicts. My brother was one of them, 12 years old. That's the average age. Go ahead, Weed.
Look at this family just trying to navigate all this.
He won't get up? Come on, my man. See, people don't see this. Kensington Avenue was the main corner of the city.
Of Philly.
Philly. Last year, I believe it was 10 million needles they gave out.
Absolutely no cameras.
That's the problem, giving
why
out
no
needles.
transparency?
Oh, no.
If that's city money.
They're
63 homicides in a 2-block
contributing
radius.
to the drug
What a
use.
little oasis here.
City.
In 10 minutes, we can have you in a bed.
I am city council.
I love your perspective.
You're
Hopefully in 10
fired.
years, this
Donald
is
Trump
a
said
video
you're
everyone
fired,
can watch and
city
be like,
councilman.
wow, that was crazy they allowed that to happen on the streets. Good morning, guys. Here in Philadelphia. And today we're going north to the neighborhood of Kensington, a place known for blight,
Dude, I thought we were already
open
there.
air drug usage, and lots of crime. But today's not your standard Kensington story. We're meeting up with a man who is making an effort and making a huge dent in getting a lot of these kids out of the drugs
There's
and
a
off the
grown man
streets.
there. What are you talking about?
So that's what we're getting into today, guys. An actual solution
Dumbs be
to a
dopes.
massive problem that can be seen in many cities across this country. Let's do this.
probably his own music he's playing. Come on now. Come on now, man.
I lived here till I was about 7 years old.
So
what
it's
happened?
changed quite a bit since when you were growing up here.
Yes, it has.
There's my buddy
Back in the
right
day,
there.
you could leave your doors open. You can walk the streets and feel safe.
I don't believe that.
Obviously, today,
Absolutely not. I
You
don't
can't
believe
do
that.
that.
Especially in the 70s.
And that's
and
why
the
you brought your
80s.
friend out here, just in case, right? Security, you were
Well,
thinking?
You know, when you have cameras in an area like this, you know, you just want to
Looking
have
for trouble.
protection. We're good. Let's go.
These guys all here, fentanyl, is that the story?
Yeah, fentanyl, yeah.
Jeez.
Fentanyl, trank. You know, in Kensington, there's always, back in the 70s, there was meth, and then it came in the 80s, cocaine, and then the heroin came in. I remember as a young kid, there was a guy shooting, it was like 1973 it was.
Yep.
There was a guy standing on the corner, and he wrapped his arm, took his belt off, wrapped his arm up, right? So we have a lot of young kids watching it. We're like, what's this guy doing? Well, the five of the guys who was watching him, they became heroin addicts. My brother was one of them, 12 years old. That's
Come
the
on
average
now.
age, they say, where an addiction starts, 12 with heroin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he ultimately
That means
died.
the
My brother
brain hasn't
ultimately
even
died
developed.
as a result of
brain's about
yeah. I lost 3 siblings, 2 brothers and a
This
sister,
big.
as a result of complications through drugs from this area. Check on her.
Okay.
You okay? You all right? Yo.
Seems
Yo.
like this looks like a set from
Yo.
the TV show, the AMC Walking Dead.
We don't have any Narcan, do we?
Okay, is that person on their way out?
Well, they're just
other
chilling
words,
right
overdose?
now. I mean, she's high, and
Man.
you know, I don't think she's on her way out, but she's definitely high.
Yo, you can't film here.
It's a street. I can film
Shut
anywhere.
up.
That's the beauty about the law in America. You can anywhere public on the streets. You're allowed to
yeah,
film.
that's fine.
I'm always
They're trying to-
respectful if I
trying to
get
punk
someone
you
in and they do
guys.
ask,
Get
do they
out
want
of
to
here.
be,
Trying
but
to punk you.
Yeah.
if we're walking down the street, that's
Yeah. Yeah, so what we're going to do, I'll take you down the street here, and we'll show you McPherson Square. They also named it Needle Park, which is heart-wrenching because it's really the
Wow.
only place
You got
in
Lincoln
Kensington
Park
where you have
and
an
now you
open
got
space.
Needle
look
Park.
at this family just trying to navigate all this.
It's crazy. He's trying
So
to
we
make
got
their
5.5
way in.
acres of green space down
Man.
there, but our kids can't use it.
Oh, buddy, I'm not gonna lie. This is quite heavy. I have like a little bit of adrenaline going, and that has not happened in a long time.
Yeah, you haven't seen nothing yet, my brother.
Really?
Nothing. This was inundated with addicts, and now what they're trying to do, they're doing this initiative where they're trying to clean up the streets in a sense, and
Okay,
That's what
so
I'm
the
thinking. Where's the
police are coming
police
in
at?
here and
yes.
making an attempt, but
Yeah, come on, let's go over here.
this is not an easy one to turn around.
They have like 100 police cadets
Ooh, there
that they
they are, right
dedicated
there.
specifically to Kensington.
Is that helping much?
Well, I think, my man, how you doing, boss? You all right? Good. Well, their presence, I think, is definitely, you can see it, but we got to wait and see.
So it's a new thing.
Yeah, there has
And
to
they
be a
should have
plan
been
in
there
place.
from the get-go.
So I just want to take a shot of this.
After
Look
the
at your
first
library.
month? Come
this
on
is
now.
beautiful. Hi, officers.
So this was fun. When it snowed, oh man, this was like Donny Park.
You can't be in there now.
I
when
mean,
it
where it
snows,
had all the
man.
rides,
Slide down
we
here?
slide down there like
Landing
unbelievable.
on a needle.
Snowball fights, it was great. Now, you can't do that because of all the needles and all,
Oh
you
my
know?
gosh,
Yeah.
look at that. Just
Over here,
Told
they
you.
designated for kids, so
Ah.
you have a lot of kids that come in. This kind of looks nice. I mean, it is nice when it's used. But if you look at the zip code we're in, there's over 30,000 people in our area, and I would say half of them are kids. Where are they? That's sad. There's a tight rein on them because you can't just run free. You just can't go, like when I was a kid, you just can't ride your bike in the streets.
If
You just
you're
can't walk. You can't walk in the
know you
streets.
can't ride
if
that
you're a
bike with a
responsible
flat tire
parent,
for
you're
them
not letting your
needles.
kid out here.
No, you're not. Are they open here? There you go. Hey, how's it going?
what's
Oh,
going
look at that
on? What's cracking?
architecture.
A beautiful place, isn't it?
Beautiful. So what was Kensington back in the day? Was it a working class neighborhood?
Listen, we would come in here. All my sisters would come in here. We would sit at the tables and
Looks like
see.
a
People
library
don't
to
see
me.
this in Kensington. You know, they don't. You know, this is a beautiful, a ton of history. You know.
So let's say 1930s.
Yes.
working class neighborhood,
Yes.
people working in Philly,
Yes.
or what were they doing?
Well, back in the 30s, it was historical factories. We were the manufacturing spot of the world. We produced rugs,
Milwaukee
shoes,
was. Come on
hats,
now, buddy.
Stetson
Milwaukee
hats,
was. Or Milwaukee
overcoats,
was the CNC
belts,
machinist capital of the
you
world.
name it. I mean, every
Where I'm
other block had
broadcasting
a factory, and we had 100% employment. Everybody had a job. And obviously in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, where the manufacturing left and then poverty came in, you know.
Okay, so
Jobs left.
The jobs went away, the drugs came in.
The drugs came in eventually, yes.
So, buddy, a guy like this, what's this story?
I don't know, we have to check him.
Well, he wasn't.
He won't get up?
Oh, jeez.
West Philadelphia, born and raised in the playgrounds where he spent most of his days
pal.
chilling out back and relaxing
pal.
out cool
Yo.
and shooting some
Come on,
b-ball
my man.
outside of the school when a
gotta
couple
get
of
up,
guys
pal.
were up to no
Okay?
good.
Come on, pal.
It's from train.
You okay? You okay?
Started
It's
causing
like
trouble
eat your
in his
flesh. You
neighborhood.
can see the wound. It's
Right.
Okay, come on, my man. Hey, look.
Oh, jeez.
What was going on?
That's what the trank does?
Yes, that's what the trank does.
What'd it do?
Somebody died right there, so that's, you know.
Oh, yeah. So, buddy, from the outside, everyone would be like, why aren't these guys getting help?
Look, but here's the thing.
Word to
There
the
is plenty of opportunity.
Word.
Like, you know, Kensington right now is a tourist attraction for people to come and look and see people dying on the streets. And the truth of the matter is they don't have to die on the streets because there is help.
Okay, but the law works in the United States, from my understanding, you can't just remove someone like that. They have to agree to it. If they're sober enough to walk like that, there's nothing we can do.
I agree.
Is that
yeah.
correct?
I believe so.
Okay,
I
so
believe
it's like ACLU
so.
issue, I think, like personal freedom type.
Yeah.
You can't, and so that's the problem I'm seeing across the country. Is there is help? It looks like there isn't, but there is.
The problem, listen, the problem is that there has to be a solution. Look, we don't know what happened with that man. He could have had a great upbringing,
He could have,
or maybe
okay.
he got caught up. Maybe he broke his leg and got caught and was taking pain pills, and it happens
come
all the
on
time.
now. I wanna hear
I've
that.
seen actors, movie stars, sons and daughters come and get caught up because of an injury that they
Right.
sustained while riding a bike up in the suburbs, and they wound up in the ghettos looking for heroin or looking for fentanyl to quell their pain. But that guy there, you know, it takes 17 times. You get refused 17 times. That's the average number before somebody wants to reach out for help. Somebody wants to accept the help.
Because when you're in the drugs, you're not thinking help.
You're not thinking
You can't
help.
see outside of them.
No, you're not thinking help. You're just thinking for the next fix.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know,
What's up, you guys? How's it going?
you know, addiction is a cruel taskmaster, brother.
All right, we're gonna bounce from this one.
So how many?
We're gonna bounce from this one. It was very informative though. That video right there, this one right here, this was very informative. I might leave this in the link. Now we're gonna look at Kensington Ave live. This is a live feed from tonight. So we see a Honda Accord, old school Honda Accord. Woo. Let's see if we hear them police. They said, shut that knob down. Shut that stuff off. They're out there. They're posted. They're out there. They call it Front Street. People, old school people, they call that Front Street. They're just out the gate. They're there. Ta-da! I'll tell you, there's so many clips like this right now, live feeds that people are making money off of on various platforms. And I'm not condoning it. You see people profiting from others' miseries, even if those miseries are self-induced. Now, maybe this is for educational purposes. But this isn't the only clip. This isn't the only live feed right now that's being played from Kensington Ave. Look, we got a person right here. I'm gonna take the, look at that. Got this person right here to the right doing whatever they're doing. They're just chilling out back and relaxing out, cool now, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. Wow. Right now, where I'm at, Midwest Central Time, it is 5:55. So I'm thinking that's 6:56 right now, because the clock just turned a minute, basically 7 o'clock at night. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 7 o'clock because of how late it is. You see already that the sun's down. Just a casual day, casual night, that's a Sunday night too. Casual Sunday night. All right, we're gonna bounce. We're gonna move around to the next.
Homelessness often serves as both a cause and a consequence of drug abuse. Individuals experiencing homelessness frequently confront a myriad of stressors, including lack of stable housing, unemployment, and social isolation.
Yeah, but you could tell one time she had it going on at one time. You could tell. She's a fixer. No, she was a fixer-upper.
In an attempt to cope with the harsh realities of life on the streets, many turn to substance abuse as a means of escape or a way to self-medicate underlying mental health issues.
He knows what he's doing over there playing.
The connection between homelessness and drug abuse is further underscored by the financial strain experienced by individuals living on the street.
They might be looting him. They might be checking his pockets.
The need for daily survival, coupled with limited access to resources, can drive individuals to engage in illegal activities.
They took my rings, they took my Rolex.
To support
I looked
their
at the chicks and said, "What's next?" See, that's sad. Sad right there. Most people, they have parents. They got mom. They have a mom. They have a dad. They may not be alive right now. There's family out there. That family should be looking for these people.
This cycle of desperation often perpetuates a downward
spiral. Maybe they are, and they just
making it challenging for individuals to break free from the grip of addiction.
Just broad daylight. Yeah, she's shaving her armpits though.
Conversely, drug abuse can also contribute to homelessness. Substance abuse can lead to job loss, strained relationships.
She's too heavy to be on
friends,
drugs. She's too fat to be on. She's the police right there. That's the police. That's a D-Tech. Let me find out.
As the negative consequences of addiction mount, individuals may find themselves without a support system or a stable living situation, ultimately culminating in
why
homelessness.
Why you looking at me like that for? Move around. It's not too late for her. She still has meat on her bones. Look at that. Any checks cashed.
The challenges faced by homeless individuals with substance abuse issues are compounded by social stigma and limited access to healthcare services.
I have social stigma too. You've been following me while I'm walking, recording me.
The pervasive stigma surrounding addiction can create barriers to seeking help, as individuals may fear judgment or rejection from society. Additionally, homeless individuals often encounter difficulties accessing essential healthcare services, including mental health and addiction treatment, perpetuating a cycle of unmet needs.
She knows she's being looked at. She's over there staring at the sky. She's
Kensington
like, come on,
Avenue
move
in
around.
Philadelphia, a thoroughfare once known for its historical significance, has unfortunately gained notoriety in recent years due to the profound impact of drug abuse and the opioid crisis on its street.
Man, how could it get so bad like that? Man, man. There's women that can
As
get
one of
their
the
lives
epicenters
together.
of the opioid epidemic, it has become a stark representation of the challenges faced by urban communities struggling with addiction, homelessness,
Like, where they
and
get the money
associated
for all
social
this?
issues.
I know it's a stupid question to ask, but eventually, like, they're just walking through the neighborhood like it's nothing. Like how, like
The heart of Kensington is marred by open-air drug markets where individuals grappling with addiction seek solace in the consumption of opioids and other substances.
we're watching the documentary, Kensington Ave, the documentary. I need some street preachers
The prevalence
right there
of
preaching the
makeshift
gospel.
encampments, tents, and discarded syringes paints a disheartening picture of the human toll exacted by the opioid crisis. The streets are rife with individuals in various stages of addiction, their lives entangled in a web of despair and dependency. Homelessness is not merely a consequence of economic hardship, but is intricately linked to the pervasive drug abuse that permeates the area. Many individuals experiencing homelessness
Man, she looks
have
like she's
succumbed to
pregnant.
addiction, using substances as a means
Too
of
much
escaping the harsh
pregnant.
realities of life on the streets. The encampments, often located in abandoned buildings or vacant lots, serves as temporary refuge for those with nowhere else to turn.
Oh, she trying to flex. Man, that woman needs prayer. This is America, people. This is America. This is happening in America right now. And very well could be happening in a city near you.
One of the most pressing concerns is the alarming
Your
rate of
city.
opioid-related overdoses. Emergency responders and healthcare providers in the area are strained, responding to a relentless stream of overdose cases.
She's like, hey, like, come on, oh, there you, man. Mm-mm. She's like, I think I know that guy. Now, you know what he's about. He ain't asking for directions.
The widespread use of potent opioids, such as fentanyl, has contributed to the severity and frequency of overdoses, placing an immense burden on local emergency services and healthcare facilities. Community organizations and activists have rallied to address the crisis on Kensington Avenue. harm reduction initiatives, including needle exchange programs and distribution of naloxone
That's a problem.
and
Those
opioid
needle
overdose
exchange
reversal
programs,
medication, aim to mitigate the
they're
immediate risk
contributing to
associated
the
with
drug
drug
use.
abuse.
They can't use heroin with needles if they're
However,
not provided
these
needles.
efforts face substantial challenges in the face of systemic issues such as poverty, limited access to healthcare, and the pervasive stigma associated with addiction. The confluence of drug abuse, homelessness, and the opioid crisis remains a formidable challenge, necessitating a holistic and compassionate approach. Addressing these interconnected issues requires a combination of prevention, harm reduction, and treatment strategies.
All right, we're going to bounce from this video. I'm going to play one last video, and then that's going to be it for today. I was going to play this video here. I'm not going to play this video. I'm going to do something else. Mix it up a bit. First person view, Kensington Ave. They see it's real in the field. Great Wall of Chinese American food. That's where it's at. We about to enter into the danger zone. Highway to the danger zone. Took a highway to the danger zone.
It's a far way,
bro. It is a far away. Look how way how far. Look how way and how far it is. It's in the land far, far away. So they got the Metro T-Mobile. That's right, we got the Manwich on the foot.
My best is that one over there.
Which on the foot. Well, at least it doesn't look as bad as it has in those TikTok videos. And those TikTok videos, it's like 20 people. And many just staring down on the ground.
That's only fucking Amazon for $8.
America right there. All right, we're going to shut it down there. We're going to shut this one down. Well, there you have it, Kensington Ave. If you wanted to see more videos, if you wanted to see more gritty, raw, in your face content from Kensington Ave, and I hate to use the word content because that just makes me think of people who are looking to make a buck off these videos. I suggest, well, you'll find probably 1 million of them on TikTok, but either way, they're there. There's tons of them out there. If I said I wish I'd have found some better videos to share with you all, that would be a shame, because anything better would be only worse for those who are living in those dire circumstances. So with that, for those who are watching, I ask that you would pray for these people, pray in the name of Jesus for these people that what's happening with them right now, that the Lord would break that drug addiction over them, that the Holy Spirit would intervene in their lives, because that's what they need. They need the Lord. They need love. And one thing they don't need is they don't need their state and local government or any programs providing needles. And giving people methadone in place of heroin is only trading one addiction for another. So with that said, I'm Rich. This is the Manwich Show. And with that being as it is, Lord willing, we'll be back. I'll be back. We'll all be back tomorrow. With that said, good night.
Say it, baby, and us in Texas, you wanna try, baby. I know you can, I know your heart, and you will figure out you love me now, 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 you know I gotta leave. You love me now, 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 now. Figure